Airborne and Drambuie, the battle rages on here at Super Cat. Hugh Fuller and John Tomlinson on board Drambuie. Randy Leinbach and Bobby Morgan on Airborne. On board Airborne, there's Drambuie on ice on the right side. Back to helicopter shot. Mallory Square in the distance. Tommy Bahama on the outside, a 40-foot MTI. Nemshoff Cannery inboards, two 750 horsepower inboards. Paul Nemshoff and Mark Nemshoff on board. Driver and throttle man involved with hidden agenda in an incident earlier in the race, but they seem to be okay, and they are in the race. Tommy Bahama, Nemshoff Sports, the owner. Nice driving there by Paul Nemshoff from Manhattan Beach, California. Mark Nemshoff from Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Drambuie on ice on the outside. You're watching race number 7, the finale here, the Super Cat and the Super Cat Light at these APBA 2002 World Championships. Drambuie on ice and Tommy Bahama in a battle here in Super Cat. On board Drambuie on ice, rear shot here. 2 cameras on board Drambuie on ice. 13 competitors and all in Super Cat. Back to our helicopter shot, Tommy Bahama. DeSantis Chevrolet, DeSantis. Danny DeSantis, the driver. Charlie Hames, the throttle man. It's a skater. He's got a pair of Ilmor Racing inboards, two 750 horsepower Ilmor Racing inboards. Champion Offshore, the owner of DeSantis Chevrolet. Danny DeSantis and Charlie Hames. Powered by Ilmor Racing Inboards, DeSantis Chevrolet. Cat Can Do on the outside. Cat Can Do with Keith Holmes and Barry Glovic, 40-foot skater. Battle going on here between Cat Can Do and DeSantis Chevrolet. There's Platinum, a 40-foot Platinum Powerboat powered by Mercury 2, a 750 horsepower Mercury inboards. Dominic Visconti Jr. is the driver. Jim Dyke is the throttle man. Right behind, How Sweet It Is. How Sweet It Is, a 45-foot skater. John Peterson, driver, throttle man. Roy Schrader, the navigator. How Sweet It Is. They're from California. Here's Platinum, 40-foot Platinum Powerboat. Dominic Visconti's from Pepper Pike, Ohio. Jim Dyke from Vermilion, Ohio. Powered by Mercury. It's a 40-foot Platinum Powerboat, Mercury powered, two 750-horsepower Mercury inboards. Dominic Visconti, the driver. Jim Dyke, the throttleman, on board Platinum, number 84. You're watching race number 7 here at these 2002 APBA World Championships in Key West. The finale of these World Championships. Well, we already had great, exciting racing in the other 6 races. Some mishaps, but no injuries. Key West, Florida. Beautiful place to come and visit. How sweet it is right behind. How sweet it is. 45-foot skater John Peterson, the driver, throttle man. Roy Schrader's the navigator. They're from Goleta, California. As we said, it's a 45-foot skater, Mercury powered, two 750 horsepower inboards. John Peterson, the owner of How Sweet It Is. All right, coming up there is Flying Tiger, a 39-foot Tiger 39. Tiger Performance inboards, two 750 horsepower inboards. Sonny Hawkins is the driver, and Tina Blizniak, the throttle person. They're from Elma, New York. Flying Tiger came very close to Hidden Agenda when we saw it flip over earlier in the race, but just missed it. No problem. Flying Tiger. Sonny Hawkins and Tina Blizniak. Just listen to those Tiger power plants. Fairly calm waters here in Key West. The weather has really cooperated during these World Championships. There's A-Tour Kid Stuff now, 36-foot skater. Greg Rivera is the driver. Kobe Klein's the throttleman. Greg from Glendale, Arizona. Kobe from Foothill Ranch, California. It's got two 750 horsepower inboards. 36-foot skater, Kobe Klein, the owner. A-Tour Kid Stuff. Okay, this has been a race that was delayed for 40 minutes because of, because of Dirty Duck Racing Team running over a buoy. So they had to reset the buoys, and that caused the whole race to stop, and 40 minutes went by, but we did get it back in. And we're now winding down in this race. This is race number 7, the finale. And of course, we had that mishap with Hidden Agenda earlier in the race where it flipped over, but fortunately, no one was hurt inside, and both crew members are okay. There you see lots of the spectator boats in the background. It's our Kid Stuff. 36-foot skater Greg Rivera and Kobe Klein. There's In Motion, your leader in Supercat Light. In Motion, 36-foot skater Jerry Sorrentino and Joey Grattan, driver and throttleman. Mercury powered, two 500 horsepower Mercury inboards. They won the other day, so a real good chance here to take the World Championship. Out of the race in Supercat Light, fastboat.com. Everyone else is still in it. 8 competitors in all in Supercat Light inboard. In Motion in first place. In Motion also your national champion. Let's go on board now. In Motion.
Here we go. You're good, yeah, you're perfect, man. See the pin, yeah.
I see you, baby. I see you.
Good job.
Be conservative, okay?
I am. I'm being smooth, man. That's the only way I know how to do it. I'm trying to just keep my rhythm. I can't slow down. I got to keep my rhythm. I can't do it. You ready?
Jerry Sorrentino and Joey Grattan. .36-foot skater. Other competitors: American Racing, Eliminator, Bank Beaters, Dirty Duck, Liquid Metal, Zip Express, and How Sweet It Is. But In Motion is number one. There's WHM and Team Virgin 1 and 2, and Supercat coming up on the outside. WHM and Team Virgin. On the inside, we've got In Motion. They're still battling there in Supercat. WHM and Team Virgin. And there's Zip Express and Big Thunder Marine. Zip Express on the inside. 36-foot Spectre. Zip Express. There's Grand Buoy on ice and Tommy Bahama on the outside coming by. Grand Buoy and Tommy Bahama in Supercat. Zip Express on the inside. As we said, Neil Wabi is the driver. Dan France is the throttle man. 36-foot Spectre, Mercury powered. 2 500 horsepowered inboards. Dan Francis, the owner of Zip Express. 777. Zip Express came in third the other day. Currently in second place. On board, Zip Express.
Hep, hep.
Neil Wabi at the wheel doing a fine job. He's from St. Charles, Missouri. Dan from Imperial, Missouri. Zip Express in second place. Supercat light inboard.
You're starting lap 10.
What?
You're starting lap 10. You got 3 to go.
Copy.
Factory helicopter shot. Neil Wabi, Dan Francis on board Zip Express. Zip Express, Mercury powered. How sweet it is on the inside, Cat Can Do on the outside. How sweet it is, a 36-foot Eliminator, Mercruiser powered, 2 500 horsepower inboards. Brent Leach, the driver and throttle man. Brandy Leach is the navigator. Now, How Sweet It Is on Wednesday took a second place. Now, the owner of How Sweet It Is, John Peterson. He's also in the other How Sweet It Is boat in Super Cat. Crew Chief Trent Leach, Assistant Crew Chief John Luft, crew member John Lovell. Sponsors include Eliminator Boats and Inco Marine Products. 25 dealers nationwide, Eliminator Boats, and some of those dealers include Precision Performance in Michigan, Great Lakes Eliminator in Indiana, Central Boat Sales in Virginia, Malik Motors in Washington. How sweet it is, 36-foot Eliminator with brother and sister team on board. Brent Leach, the driver and throttle man. Brandy Leach, the navigator. They're from California. In third place, How Sweet It Is in Super Cat Light. On board, How Sweet It Is. There's the Santa Chevrolet right behind. The Santa Chevrolet, and How Sweet It Is. There's Platinum on the outside. Platinum Racing with Dominic Visconti and Jim Dyke. On board, How Sweet It Is, Brent Leach and Brandy Leach. There's Liquid Metal, and How Sweet It Is. Liquid Metal. John Talley's the driver. Bob Teague is the throttle man. 36-foot skater. Mercury powered, 2 500 horsepower inboards. Special thanks to T-Cuss Marine and Lavorsi Marine. The other day, Liquid Metal finished in 4th place. John Talley is the owner of Liquid Metal. Currently in 4th place. Liquid Metal, great looking boat, silver and blue colors. Liquid Metal, the last boat that we'll be covering for you in this 7th and final race here in these World Championships in Key West. Of course, after this race, we will announce the winners of the race and the world champions in Super Cat and Super Cat Light. All right, we're going to start taking some of these boats to the finish.
Yeah, I got it down.
On board, in motion, back-to-back checkered flags.
Well, I'm telling you, Joey, these big boats, with all the power they got, they don't fucking pull us too hard.
Huh?
These big boats, with all the power they got, they don't pull us too hard.
Yeah.
It's official, guys. You guys won. Congratulations. Awesome job today.
Yeah, baby. You won, too. You're a winner, too, baby.
Great job, the crew, man. That's why we won, boy. You guys are fucking awesome on you.
All right, I will see you at the cranes. I got to fire the big truck up. We'll be there as quick as we can.
You got her, buddy. Information. We said turn in as soon as we get past the thing. So he told everybody after.
No, after this
Turn
turn.
in.
After this turn, we're supposed to turn in.
Congratulations, guys. You guys did an awesome job. We had an awesome year. That's unbelievable.
Thanks, Joey. It's the team, man. It's all of us.
On board WHM Motorsports now in Super Cat. In second place for WHM, and Virgin is up ahead down the right side. Team Virgin is in first place. WHM with Bill Muff and Joey Impression. In second place, WHM Motorsports, Super Cat. WHM slowing down. Great run for WHM. They got a second place. They would have had a second place in the first race, but went down to fourth after they hit the buoy. So a little mishap for WHM there, cost them a couple of places. Nice run for WHM. All right, now let's go aboard Drambuie on ice. Drambuie on ice in Super Cat. Third place, going to take third place in Super Cat, Drambuie on ice. Hugh Fuller and John Tomlinson. On board Drambuie on ice. Drambuie will come in third now today in this race. Had a first the other day. Team Virgin just the opposite. Today it'll come in first. Had a third the other day. So it's going to come down to a time factor between Drambuie on ice and Team Virgin as to which one is crowned the world champion. Also very close between Airborne and WHM Motorsports as far as points are concerned, so time factor will also be a factor there as well. Slowing down Drambuie on ice. On board Airborne Racing now. Take Airborne to the finish. Randy Leinbach and Bobby Morgan. Airborne currently in fifth place and will probably finish that way in this race. Airborne slowing down. All right, that is it. The end of race number 7, and these 2002 APBA World Championships are history. And very shortly, we will give you the results of this final race as well as the world champions in Super Cat and Super Cat Light as we watch some of the spectators who have witnessed an exciting race today, a set of races, morning and afternoon. It's a beautiful day here in Key West for watching offshore powerboat races. Highly exciting race between Super Cat and Super Cat Light, finishing off just a terrific world championship for the APBA and a terrific 2002 APBA season. Of course, Freeze Frame Video Productions, proud to be a part of it. Okay, the winners in Super Cat, Team Virgin in first place, followed by WHM Motorsports in second, Drambuie on Ice in third. Team Virgin in first place in Super Cat class. And your world champion in Super Cat class is Drambuie on Ice. Even though it tied with Team Virgin, both had the same number of points. Drambuie on Ice beat Team Virgin by about a minute. In third place, it was Airborne who beat out WHM Motorsports by about 8 points. So, Drambuie on Ice, your world champion in Super Cat class 2002 APBA. In Super Cat Light, it was In Motion again, getting the checkered flag, followed by Zip Express and How Sweet It Is in third. In Motion, the checkered flag, and Super Cat Light. And the world champion in Super Cat Light, In Motion again, followed by How Sweet It Is and Zip Express, your world champion in Super Cat Light, In Motion again. All right, that is it for the 2002 APBA World Championships. Highly exciting racing. We did have a couple of mishaps, but no one was hurt. So before we go, there are a few people that we would like to thank. First off, a special thanks to Eve for all of her help during the 2002 APBA season. Also, Gary and Nancy Johnson for their fine camera work, Mr. Jim Fisher for his help with the onboard cameras, and Russell Kilpatrick, our helicopter pilot, and of course the entire staff of the APBA